AI companies are the most profitable fear merchants in history. In the next 8 minutes, we're going to show you what AI can actually do right now, how the fear gets manufactured and sold, where the real money is flowing, and what you do about it tonight. 4 lenses, the full picture, no hype. Let's go.
AI isn't getting smarter, it's getting autonomous. That's a different thing entirely, and most people haven't clocked the difference yet. A researcher set a task, closed his laptop, walked away. When he came back, 16 AI agents had been working without him to build a 100,000-line C compiler capable of running the Linux kernel. A human team, months of work, millions of dollars, 16 agents, $20,000. That's not a demo. That's not a benchmark. That happened. Now you've probably seen OpenAI trending, an AI agent that doesn't just run tasks on the internet. It accesses your whole computer, your files, your passwords, your emails, acting on your behalf while you're not watching. Most people who installed it clicked through setup in 30 seconds, didn't read a single line of what they agreed to. Within 2 weeks of launch, attackers had distributed malicious code through its plugin store, silently sending user data to external servers. The product documentation says, and I'm quoting directly, "There is no perfectly secure setup. Higgsfield generates 4 million cinematic videos per day. One person, no crew. Claude Code lets non-programmers ship real software from a terminal. Manus AI finds your prospects, builds landing pages, sends outreach autonomously. The tools are real. The capability is here. But here's the question that actually matters. Are you deploying any of this, or are you still watching it on Reels? Most people are watching, not deploying. And while they watch, something is happening to the businesses around them that they haven't noticed. Not because it's hidden, because it's designed to look like nothing.
In 2023, a Klarna executive stood in front of his company and said they were deploying AI to improve customer experience. 12 months later, the workforce was down 40%. Nobody got fired. People just weren't replaced when they left. That's the pattern. Salesforce reduced its support team from 9,000 to 5,000 quietly. Duolingo stopped replacing contractors for content roles quietly. No press conference. No headline. Someone resigns and the role disappears. AI fills the gap. Now, here's the part nobody wants to say out loud. AI companies didn't just discover artificial intelligence, they discovered something more valuable: artificial fear. Create the problem, sell the solution, charge monthly, forever. That's not a conspiracy, it's a business model, and it may be the most effective subscription model ever created. Every AI company needs you just scared enough to keep paying. Scared your job might disappear next month. Scared your competitor is already using it. Scared enough to justify $20 a month forever, even to companies losing billions every year. Does that mean you shouldn't adapt? Absolutely not. The shift is real. But understanding who benefits from your fear is the first step to making rational decisions instead of reactive ones. And while that fear is being manufactured, something genuinely new is being built by people who are not panicking. A journalist named Evan Ratliff built a company with 0 employees. AI agents were assigned to each function: marketing, product, customer support, and research. 3 months later, they shipped a real product. Moltbook, a social network built entirely by AI agents. No development team, no funding round. Meta acquired it. The founders joined Meta Superintelligence Labs. Sam Altman said publicly that the first one-person billion-dollar company is coming. Now, to be clear, large companies will not rebuild overnight. What will happen, and is already happening, is more gradual. One team gets tested, then replaced, then another. Not in 30 years, in 10. So companies are shrinking quietly. Fear is being sold aggressively, and a new kind of business is being born. Meanwhile, the money has to go somewhere, and it is not going where most people think.
$13 billion in revenue, $21 billion in spending, an $8 billion loss. That's OpenAI, the most talked about company in the world. Let that sit for a second. Anthropic went from 87 million in early 2024 to 19 billion annualized by early 2026. That's one of the fastest revenue ramps in tech history, also not profitable. So if the AI companies aren't making money, where is the money actually going? In the 1849 gold rush, hundreds of thousands of miners flooded California. Most of them went broke. The people selling picks, shovels, and denim jeans, like Levi Strauss, got rich. Today's picks and shovels are not apps. They are data centers, electricity, and cooling infrastructure. North American data center vacancy is at 1%, the tightest in recorded history. Chicago is breaking ground on its first purpose-built AI data center right now. Data center real estate delivered 11% returns last year, second only to manufactured housing. Microsoft, Google, Meta, and Amazon are projected to spend $400 billion in combined data center capital expenditures in 2026 alone. And here's the constraint nobody is really debating, while everyone argues about which AI model is smarter. Every ChatGPT query consumes roughly 10 times the electricity of a Google search. US data centers already consume about 4% of the national grid. By 2030, that number could reach 12%. The waitlist to connect to the power grid is now around 4 years. Intelligence is scaling faster than the power grid can keep up. The companies capturing the shift are not the obvious ones. Constellation Energy for nuclear power, Vertiv for cooling systems, Digital Realty, and Equinix for data center infrastructure. They do not trend on social media, they just keep building, and the money keeps flowing in. Most people are chasing the application layer, the flashy names and trending stocks. Institutional money, the kind that does not need attention, is moving into land with access to power and proximity to fiber networks. The real question is what you do about it, starting tonight. If this is the kind of analysis you want every week, subscribe, we go deeper every time.
Here's the question you won't type into Google. Is this coming for me? And what do I actually do about it? Most people aren't using AI beyond basic ChatGPT, not because of laziness, because the real workflows feel too technical, too expensive, and too uncertain. You don't know what works, or whether you'll burn money on something that doesn't stick. That's a real barrier, and no AI company will say it, because your confusion is profitable for them. Elon Musk says work becomes optional. Jensen Huang says people get busier. Both are right. Fewer jobs inside large companies, more opportunities outside them. The question isn't whether jobs disappear, it's which side you end up on. AI should speed up your execution, not replace your judgment. The professionals winning right now aren't the ones who handed everything to AI. They're the ones using AI for the work and keeping their judgment for the decisions. You don't need to spend anything to start. Use free tools for a month. Find the one that fits how you actually work. Then pay for the one that replaces what used to need a full team. Pick one tonight. Use it on real work tomorrow. The gap isn't between you and AI, it's between you and the person next to you who started 6 months ago and hasn't said a word. That gap only closes when you start.
Here's what we just showed you. AI stopped answering questions, it started doing work autonomously. The tools are real, the capability is here right now. Companies aren't firing everyone, they're quietly not replacing the people who leave. And the first one-person billion-dollar company is already being built. The companies everyone thinks are winning AI are losing billions. The real money is in infrastructure, not apps. Stop chasing tools, build a system, use AI for execution, and keep judgment for strategy. Try free tools for your workflow. Start tonight. The AI revolution isn't about whether jobs disappear, it's about whether you're positioned before it becomes obvious.